Hello everyone, nice to meet you. This is Questless. RuneScape has a vast array of content with deep and meaningful stories, bosses, gear, among other things. A good chunk of those things are walled behind completing a quest or finishing a story. The idea here is to see how and what it looks like if the hero of the story never takes part in the story. The goal for me will be to stretch and test my boundaries in the world of RuneScape while completing 0 of the pre-written stories. I guess to find out and create my own story. Okay, I'm not going to do a bunch of level up montages for every skill I'm about to hit in this video, so we're going to probably do I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, and then we're going to go and do that thing. I'll show you when that thing's finished. Right now we're going to go knock out 20 agility. Okay, we're going to have 20, lock it in here real quick. I think the next thing I'm going to do this is going to be an episode of busting out early levels. We're not going to watch me get anything crazy. Next thing I'm going to do is push up my fishing and cooking. We're going to kill the crazy ark in the wilderness, and we want decent food without having to buy it all because we're going to have to buy the runes and other stuff. So before we push magic again, and I don't really want to go collect plate bodies, we're going to probably push up to maybe just being able to fish and cook lobsters. Just give us something decent, and then we'll probably push our combats after that to a decent level. Alright guys, so we just finished 40 fishing and 40 cooking. That'll be good to get some lobsters to help train up my basic combat stats. I want to get some Slayer going for drops. We want to push magic, all that fun stuff. So what I'm going to do right now, because I want more money, is I'm actually going to go unlock opals and jades and silver bars and try to get some real easy crafting going, because I think doing crafting might be a decent way to make some money. Just like I can make a bunch of stuff, just leave it in the GE and let that sell while I work on some of these long grinds, because I'm not gonna have a good way to get a lot of this experience quickly. So, there's no quest that's gonna skip to 30 mining for me, or as it goes. That is the challenge. So just a heads up on what we're doing. We're gonna go run to the dig site, get the sifting pan, and I should be able to use that in the tent area over there, and I'll just do that until I unlock jades and opals. Okay, so we forgot to... You gotta bribe the guy with a cup of tea. Let's do this minigame real quick. Also, any XP I get from lamps, since I cannot put it in herb lore, I could save them, but a lot of these skills, I don't know how much I really need to do with them. We'll figure it out as we get there. So for now, I will be putting any lamps I get in prayer, because that skill is going to be a real grind until I get a ton of money. Can I just take this one, or is this considered stealing? Yeah, I had a feeling. All right, we need to get up to 5 thieving. Alright, let's go try that again. Want to unlock these gems, get our crafting up a little bit. And the combat will resume. Combat training. There's Jade. There's Opal. That was pretty simple. Alright, we're gonna walk to our dome. It's gonna take forever and unlock silver bars. Alright, so I'm in my way back from our dome. I cut the opal without crushing it. That was good. I'm gonna play around with some prices. I want to get some of these. I want to get my crafting level up, as well as make some money that we can spend on runes. I think I'm going to forego raising any of these levels and just try to get my magic up so we can get this rune crossbow drop at a decently low combat level. I know I'm 30, but we'll make it. So the opals were so self-sufficient, I couldn't stop myself. We now have 33 crafting. I think this is the last batch I'm going to do, just because at this point I'm now cutting 750 opals. Bit of a situation I put myself in. So after this, hopefully we'll have a little bit over 100k. We'll buy some runes. We'll go AFK some magic levels. Probably not going to do a montage this time, so that's all good. And then other than that, we're going to probably go out there, unlock the Cosmic Rune for enchants, and then it's gonna take a lot of money to pump our level up there. I'm not. The hard part is I don't know what it's gonna be like to kill the chaos. Sorry, the whatever fanatic or archaeologist, crazy archaeologist. There it is, Jace. Um, at the setup that I have, so we might have to go in there and kind of figure it out and see what happens. Okay, so we did that for a little bit, and we might continue to do that, not on stream, to make some money, but I've got about 1,000 casts of Firebolt before we make our way over to the crazy archaeologist and try to get this rune crossbow. I am gonna need, I don't know if I'm gonna need a lot, but I will definitely need some prayer potions. So my plan right now for prayer potions is I'm going to kill a mammoth until they give me the prayer potion 1-drop. It's obviously not the best system since I can't use herb lore, but it at least gives me a way to get them at all, you know? So we're gonna have to take what we can get, because level 1 herb lore is really gonna be kind of a problem. I'm also gonna play around with the limits on like range and stuff, so we'll see what happens here. If I can kill one from like here, that'd be pretty nice. Nice. Alright, we're good. Okay, so I've used about half my casts here. We're up to 41 magic, which is good. We're definitely going to get the blasts unlocked, but I really need the prayer potion to go get the crossbow from this guy. So I think we're going to keep killing mammoths and then cut opals for a decent quick profit in between, and just kind of keep coming here. Hopefully we get it soon, because the magic level is always good, don't get me wrong, but kind of need that prayer potion. Who knows how long the crossbow is going to take to drop as well. So we'll see what happens. Another mammoth down. Alright, so after about 1,000 casts, or I used up those 1,000 casts and I didn't get it, we switch up tactics. I spent the whole night making money. I bought straight chaos runes. That guy scared the crap out of me. Nice, free lamp. We'll figure out what to do with that. Anyway, we're switching just straight up to wind bolt. I don't know how long it's going to take to get this drop from the mammoths, but I'm locking in. Hopefully we see a prayer potion 1 before I use 2,500 casts. Literally 50 casts. I've killed 2. Now that's going to be in my... We're just going to destroy it so we can see the unlock. Where'd it go? Whoa. Is that how that works? Shouldn't that have dropped it? On Googling, I learned, since I've never really played in the wilderness with a looting bag or an Iron Man, the doses of prayer potions are broken when you break the bag. So I'm gonna get a new bag so I can store bones. And if we see another prayer potion, when we see another prayer potion, we will be closing the bag and adding that to our inventory. And that's pain, because it took me like, it's a 1 in 25 drop. It took me like 40 to get it one time. So, just gotta get it one more time. It'll be alright. The RNG gods were kind to us today, brothers. Item unlocked. Thank Christ. Okay. We're gonna get to save a good chunk of our chaos runes. That'll give us some casts if we can make a little extra GP to kill that dude. We've got some good levels. I started training defense just because we want to get to a point where we are um like I might keep attack and strength at like 40 so I can use a rune sim from like a fire giant or something. And then I'm just gonna push range and defense, at least for the first goal. So we're gonna need defense to be like 70-ish at some point. Hopefully we can get some black d'hide. I don't know how many hard clues I'll be able to finish, but the idea would be to do hard clues to unlock like black d'hide. That's a really common drop. But my ability to reach certain areas and do certain steps on these clue scrolls is going to be pretty limited, so it could be a real stretch to get there. But we got the prayer potions. We're going to go mess around with this and see. I don't think it unlocked all the prayer potions. I'm going to double check, but because they're technically 4 individual items, I think we just have the one. But one prayer potion is still better than no prayer potions. So let's give it a check here. Uh, right. So everything is still not clickable, as you can see from me, for 2, 3, or 4. But I can make them because I can just buy a couple of the ones and combine them. So I'll have all the prayer potions. This unlocks the item in general, but that's fine. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna take a real look at if I'm gonna go to the crazy arc or if I'm gonna get a couple more magic levels. I'm not at the spell that I wanted yet, but I could start stacking money to buy death runes and then just go out there with like wind blast to start. I can't even do water blast yet, I don't think, right? No, we're not at water blast, so it would only be wind blast. We'll find out though. Getting close to that drop. All right. Just in general, I'm not necessarily gonna do all this right now, but since I'm here, I'm gonna telegrab this gold bar so I can make myself an amulet of magic. Since we're going to use magic against the crazy archaeologist, I do think it'll be good to have this item on me. I think if he drops an amulet of power, that'll also just be good for me to have in total. But if I can make this amulet of magic myself, since I've been cutting opals to make money, I've got 47 crafting, so we're gonna make this simple item. And we're just gonna wear that while we kill the crazy archaeologist. All right, we got all our stuff here, from what I understand. Enchant it. Oh, I need to string it before? Okay. I forgot to string my wool, guys. Pause, please. That's a sapphire amulet. Item unlocked. Go ahead and enchant that bad boy. Amulet of magic. Plus 10 to my magic level. Looking clean. Alright. On to the next. Alright, so I forgot to continue recording it. But we got a wizard hat. I went and got monk robes. We're gonna spend a little bit of GP and go out there and see if we can get a kill or two on the crazy archaeologist. And if it feels really hard or annoying, then we might figure out a way to safe spot it. I'm sure there is one that I'm not thinking of. I might world top just because he's in such a bad spot. Before I do, I should run up here. You protect range against this guy, right? You know what? Let's log out for a second and figure it out. Oh god, I can only max hit 13 on this guy. This might not be we might be safe spotting this guy soon. I turned the timer on for my prayer so I could see how long, like time wise, I've got. Amulet of Power. Alright, well that's a good like pickup in general. Good unlock. Um doesn't help me with my magic power, but it is an upgrade in every other area. So we'll hold on to it for now. No way. No way did we just get Odium Shard 2 on kill 4. Alright, so we're gonna get out of here and go bank that. Alright, I lost the audio here. Pick up a free red d'hide body. Good upgrade for the account. Nice. Okay, So I did just want to mention this real quick as I continue my kills. Getting the red dragonhide there is pretty good. Worst case, if I really can't unlock black, I now could push the crafting level and just make red d'hide. So like worst case, we got that. Still on the hunt for this crossbow. It's tough out here, guys. It really is fucking tough out here. But we're getting decent drops, so we'll continue. Alright, we got kill 10 coming up. Will like be lucky and get the crossbow on 10? Nope. Just some free coins, but it's all good. Damn, he really just double dropped it on us. So we got, there it is. Let's go, baby. Nice drop and hard clue scrolls. Now we haven't really talked about them too much as I run out of the wilderness here. There will be an arc where we are working on completing these. We're going to be looking for black d'hide as well as a magic shortbow if needed. We're going to take our free rune crossbow and our hard clue scroll and our odium ward 2, and we're going to end episode 3 here. When I come back for episode 4, hopefully I'm going to have a lot more things ready in terms of production and everything like that. So that's going to be it for me. And we are out. Not even a single quest. Goodbye.